Over 5 years ago, when the movie Suicide Squad came out, I think it's a widely accepted argument Margot Robbie did an amazing job portraying our first real-life Harley Quinn on screen. I also think it's a widespread argument that Jared Leto was not the most popular Joker character. But I gotta tell you guys, I completely disagree. I think Jared Leto was the best. That was a joke. See what I did there? As the Extreme channel is pushing towards 50,000 subscribers, these are just a few of the statues we are giving away on the journey there. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Welcome to the Extreme channel. Today we're taking a look at two older statues, about 5-6 years old, from Sideshow Collectibles. Actually, I take that back. The movie's probably 5-6 years old. These are probably about 3 years old or so. So here we have 1/4 scale, or premium formats, as Sideshow calls them, which means a real-life version of these characters would be 4 times larger, from the first Suicide Squad movie. Now, I actually quite enjoyed the first hour of that movie. After that, it just got horrible in my opinion, but I liked the fact that it introduced us to a lot of characters. And when I say introduced us, all of these characters were very alive and well in DC Comics, but we finally got to see them on screen. Now, I used to own this piece right here, Deadshot, from Prime One Studio, as portrayed by Will Smith. But today we're looking at the Joker as portrayed by Jared Leto, and of course Harley Quinn as portrayed by Margot Robbie. And as I said in the intro, everybody loved Margot. What the hell does he have in his back? The fuck did that get there? Anyway, we're looking at these two statues from that movie. Now, a lot of people did... Motherfucker, there's another one. Have I had it in there for like 2 years?
That's what she said.
But today we're going to look at these statues because I am actually selling them. That's right, I'm selling a whole bunch of my collection, so if you're interested in that, I do it through the channel. Make sure you've not only liked this video, but you've subscribed to the channel and hit that bell notification. So these were made by Sideshow Collectibles, and honestly, I didn't mind Jared Leto as the Joker. Clearly, Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson all did a much better job, but I kind of liked how sadistic and scary he was. But I've owned these for a number of years because I have a DC, or had a DC movie collection. I'm still keeping a little bit of it, but these are definitely going on the chopping block, despite the fact I think they're pretty well done, especially for the price point. So that's what we're going to talk about in the Extreme review today. We're going to do both of them at the same time.
2 chicks at the same time, man.
As I'm filming this, I gotta let you guys know I'm a huge Morbius fan. So growing up, I loved Morbius comics, so I'm excited to see Jared Leto as Morbius in the upcoming Sony/Marvel film. And the only reason I said that is I wanted to give the turntable a little bit more time to get around to the front. I try and do that. There's a lot of the video you don't see because it's actually edited out. Members of the Extreme channel get to see the raw video, me picking my nose, me yelling at the camera. If you want to know what that's about, look at the join button below, or there's a link in the description. There's also a few other links you can check out while we wait for this guy. Some affiliate links if you want to buy some cool stuff. I still support the coldest water bottle. There's some affiliate links to Sideshow and Iron Studios, but not for these pieces because they are completely sold out. So let's talk a little bit about that in the review, starting with concept. Hell of a transition, huh? Now what they did, they have very simple bases, but they're not incredibly simple. So I don't know where this is actually from in the movie because I don't care to watch it too often, but I like that they actually match. It's this off beige gray color with some moss and broken parts on the front and back. As you move up, they're both in a museum pose. That means they're kind of posing for a picture with their outfits from the movie. Their outfits are what we call mixed media or fabric, which I generally don't like in statues, but I think they work really well on both of these. They're both yielding some of their iconic weapons. I have her holding her hammer. Her bat is also a switch-out option. Joker himself has a gun down to his left, his cane in his right hand. She has a gun in her left hand. Kind of the dynamic duo of Gotham, the couple looking together, both with crazy smirks on their face, ready to fight, ready to go into battle, ready just to be nuts because that's who Harley Quinn and Joker are in the DC Comics. They're kind of homicidal, sadistic maniacs, and I think they captured these well with these statues. I think they're a great representation of those characters and also the movie. We're going to talk about likeness in the portraits, and I think they did a good job. Not a great job, but I think they did a very good job. That's going to be in a different section of the review. So for the concept, while it is a little bit boring, I think they captured everything they needed to. I think the concept's a weak 4 out of 5 for both of them. I'm going to try and score them together because I think that honestly they were done just as well each. Now, regarding design, I'm not going to do the unboxing or assembly. I am going to do the reboxing of them, actually probably later today, to get them ready up to sale. But I can tell you, their portraits come off, both of their hands come off, and of course the base is a separate piece. Now, they do have some switch-out options. So Harley here is the exclusive. The exclusive comes with this hammer right here, where the regular has her iconic bat. For Joker, he's just the regular edition, not the exclusive, and we'll talk more about that in value. So the regular has a gun, where the exclusive has this switchblade. I would much rather have the gun, even though the switchblade was used in the movie. They're almost identical in size, so the base is little over 9 inches in diameter, or not, I wouldn't say diameter, but they're about a little over 9 inches wide, about 9.5 inches deep, and Joker's a tiny bit taller. He's just under 20.5 inches. For exact dimensions, you can still find it on Sideshow's website, even though they are sold out. One thing they did here, there were some seam line issues with the switch-out hands, so they put some mixed media bracelets on it. Here, right here is Harley. Now, it only covers part of it, but it covers enough of it. And this covers Joker. So a little bit of concern there, but otherwise, really no seam lines. So design, not incredibly complex, so it should be easy to do. So I give them a 3 out of 5 on the design. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's just done well. Paint and sculpt is what we're going to dive into. And for the most part, most of this is that mixed media. And it's actually of decent quality. So we will look at that, but then we're going to look at the paint and sculpt on each character. I think Harley's a little bit better than Joker, but we'll grade them the same. Here, check it out. All right, diving in. So the base, I like I said, it's simple, but it tells a little bit more of a story, not only with the cracked gravel and concrete around, but the parts that are completely broken off, shattered. I think they did a really nice job. Then the coloring, they added that green on top of the beige and gray to make it look like an older stone, older building, so I like that a lot. You know, we'll do Joker first. You're gonna see a lot of decals on him, at least I assume, like the shoes are decals, and then some of the stuff painted on here. No way that was hand painted. Which they look good for decals, so I'm not trashing on that at all. His shoes are sculpted right here. I had to touch it to make sure it was. But like I said, the rest is mixed media. I think it's pretty cool. It's a decent material. The leather obviously isn't real leather, kind of feels like a pleather, but it looks great. I love the crocodilian cracked aspect to it. Very reptilian down here. Looks really good. I think it flows really well on him. It's not too tight. It is a little baggy, but it is a coat. His necklace right here is sculpted, has a little bit of gold bling to it, which is great because he was big about that. I wish they would have done that with some of the jewelry on his side here. A little bit more bling. But nice material for his shorts down here. And there's so much going on, you know, like he was a very animated character, from his tattoos to the clothing he wore, damaged on his head here. The hair looks fine. Classic Joker hair, streaked back. Earring. Certain angles I think the likeness is on. Like right here I like it. I also think they did a good job with the paint. The one thing I don't like is how it's all kind of the same skin color, which wasn't really the case in the movies, but I like how it's a good transition from his skin to the clown paint. His teeth, I think, could have been much better. He did have this grill, which they still have that, but it just doesn't look natural. You know, part of it is I think they had to actually paint some stuff on the teeth. But certain angles, I think the likeness is there. It's not as good as Harley, but it is that very cool sadistic smile. His props look fine. His cane looks nice. Kind of hard to see right there. His golden gun, and then another decal on his hand. So really a lot going on with him, which I do like. I think that's pretty cool. With Harley, I think the likeness is a little bit better. She has that tiny little smirk on her. I think they did a great job with her hair, not only the color, but the strands. There's her pudding necklace. And again, nice mixed media. Ripped up shirt, I like that. More tattoos. Again, you're gonna assume that all of those are decals. The fishnet stockings. The zippers are, you know, could have been done a little bit better. Her belt could have been done a little bit better, a little cheesy. Same with the bracelets. So I think that's a little bit of a miss. The paint around the faces was really clean though, on both of them. Another look at Leto here. I think her shoes look fantastic. Converted sneakers into high heels, which is pretty neat. Her hammer looks good, a lot of wear on the actual drum of it. There's the ass shot for you guys. But yeah, overall, these are good pieces. I think the paint and sculpt are decent. I've seen better. But definitely a cool piece if you like the movie. All right, paint. It's not amazing. Again, I said Harley is better than the Joker, and I think that for the Joker, they, like I said, they had to use decals on it. You know, I'm really torn. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's probably a weak 3 out of 5. Sculpt, and I'm going to include the likeness on the sculpt, and then also include the mixed media, I think. I think it's better than paint. That's a 3 out of 5 on this. So these are very average, mediocre statues, which makes sense for the price point they went for. So Joker, they made $1,500. Harley, they made $2,000. Some were the exclusive, some were the regular, and their price point was right around the mid-500s. I'm probably selling them around 500 or so. Gonna take a loss because they're not hugely sought after characters. And again, if you're interested in them, wait till that video launches. So I think the value's nice. I mean, that's what a premium format was going for. The edition size isn't incredibly high, but then again, this wasn't a very popular movie. But I still give the value a 2 out of 5 because, like I said, I don't think you could actually get your money back. I remember these were on Sideshow's website for a long, long time, never sold out, and they had to do a lot of discounts. Now, do these have the X factor? Are they 5 out of 5 statues? Of course they're not. Even though Margot Robbie did an amazing job as Harley Quinn, that doesn't up the statue to make it amazing because it's very simple, it's very plain, but it tells the story that you want it to. Now, I could say that these statues are a 4 out of 5 overall, but I think the likeness is missing too much on Jared Leto's face, and I think they are better as a pair, but I'm going to go it's a strong 3 out of 5 for the overall aspect. If you like the Suicide Squad, these are absolute must-have characters. You know, I was tempted to keep the Joker because I want a Joker from every single movie, but for space purposes, I will be letting them go. We will be giving all of these statues away, plus additional ones at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. But that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. These are older pieces, so I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment below to try and win a statue. Check out some of these other videos, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.